Welcome to your computer science class. So children, we were all studying lesson number 5, that is tables in MS Word. So children, from this lesson we have already studied few topics. So let us have a small recapitulation from the same lesson about the topics we have studied, like inserting a table, selecting cells, rows, columns and table, adding and deleting rows, adding and deleting columns. So children, these were the topics we have studied from lesson number 5, tables in MS Word. Now let us move ahead and see to the topics that we have to study today. Children, today we will be studying about changing column width, merging the cells, splitting cells, moving and resizing tables, border and shading, table styles. So children, these are the topics we have to study today. So let us start with the very first topic from the lesson, that is changing column width. So let us open the MS Word window. A new window for you I will open. See here. I'll create a new file for you. From the office button, click on new, click on create. So a new window for you is created. Decrease the size with the help of the zoom option. See here. This is the normal size of the window. Okay, now suppose children, we were studying about inserting a table. Let us once again recapitulate it. Click on insert tab, then click on the tables group, and from the tables of group only we have studied about the various methods of creating a table. Now come to insert table option from the drop down menu. Click on this. Okay, you will get again a drop down menu of this type where it is mentioned insert table and the table size. Under the table size option children, there are two options, that is number of columns and number of rows. You can increase or decrease the number of columns and rows with the help of the up and down arrow. So suppose if I want the number of columns to be 7, I will click on the upper arrow and increase the number of columns. Okay, now the number of rows I want is 8. I'll click on the upper arrow. See here. 7, 8. So number of columns I have selected is to be 7 and number of rows to be 8. After selecting the number of columns and rows, I'll click on the OK button. Okay, now see here, our table is created. Okay, so it is again a revision for you so that you can revise. The children who have forgotten or those who have not attended the class, they can again understand that how to create a table. Okay, now see children here, today we had to study about splitting the cells and merging the cells. So it is very important to understand the meaning of merging the cells. Merging means to combine. Merging means to combine. Okay, I'll increase the size of the window with the help of the zoom in option. Okay, now we have to learn how to merge the cells, means to combine the cells. We have created a table of 7 columns and 8 rows. Okay, all the vertical lines, they are the rows, and the horizontal lines, they are the columns. So let us select the horizontal lines with the help of the shift and the arrow key. This way I have selected the column. Okay, this is the horizontal line. Now we have to study about how to merge these cells. To merge the cells, what I will do, I have selected the table, click on the layout tab and click on the merge group. You can see here the layout tab. Do remember the tab key is very important it is. So after clicking on the layout tab, click on the merge group, then click on merge cells. So children, here you can see the benefit of merging the cells, that means to join the cells, to combine the cells together. Now you can see here there is no division in this cell. Okay, now suppose if I want to write here progress report. Okay, progress report. Progress report I have written here. Now I will select this. Okay, it is selected. Now I want to align it to the center of the table. See here, alignment group is also there in the layout tab only. Okay, so click on this center alignment and it is centrally aligned in the table. Okay, now if you want to increase the font size, you can increase it from the home tab this way. If you want to highlight it, you can highlight with the font group. See here. Okay, now it is highlighted. So children, this is the advantage of merging the cells, to combine the cells, to join the cells into one. Okay, so I hope you all must have understood how to merge the cells. Okay, now let us understand one by one how to enter the data into a table. Okay, how to feed the data into the table. Okay, now suppose I am writing here 1 in cell number 1. Come down with the help of the down arrow, press 2, come down, sorry, should be 3 here, come down 4, 5, 6, come down 7. Okay, now come to the next cell, write here name, press the tab key, then write here the name of the subject. Now our subject is computer, so write here computer, press the tab key, then write here English, press the tab key, Hindi, press the tab key, write here maths, very important subject it is. Now press the tab key, come to the last cell. Here we will find out the total number of marks of a particular child, every child. Okay, I'll write here simply total. Clear? Now come to the second column. Okay, now here name of the candidate can be anything, Ankit, Zoya, Abid, okay, Arsh, okay, I'm writing very small names. Okay, Aman, okay, Nida. Okay, so these are the names I have written, children. Now let us feed their marks. Suppose Nida has got, Ankit has got 98, 65, 76, okay, 78, okay, 98. Okay, this way in English also 65, 87, 98, 78, 88, 99. Okay, so this way the marks are entered. Now in Hindi 88, 98, 96, 95, 64, 88. Okay, maths 77, 76, 83, 92, 42 and 84. So these the marks I have entered into a table. Now children, let us learn how to calculate the total. Okay, now suppose if I want to calculate the total marks of Ankit. Okay, children, through this table you will also be able to make your concept clear about data and information, which I have taught you in lesson number 1. Many students were confused about what actually data is. Okay, now see children, this is what I am feeding into the computer. Okay, so what I am feeding is the input. It is the raw fact. I am not getting the exact message or the exact knowledge about a child's performance. Okay, suppose for Ankit I want to calculate his total marks. Okay, I'll press the cursor in the last cell. After this I'll move to the layout tab, and in the layout tab there is a data group. Click on the formula button, and here it is written in the dialog box. You will get a dialog box of this type where it is written is equal to sum left. Simply click on OK and you will find the total in your last cell. So 328 marks is providing us the information about Ankit, that he has secured his performance for the whole year is, see, he has secured 328 marks. So the 328 is the information, and 88, 85, 68, 98, these are all the data. Similarly, come to the next cell, go to the layout tab, click on data group, formula button. Again you will get the dialog box. You can see here above is written. Now delete above and write left inside the bracket and bring the cursor outside and click OK. You will find the total in your last cell. So children, this way we can calculate the total of a student. Okay, right here left, click on OK. So children, here we studied how to find out the total of a candidate. Clear? Now with the help of the zoom out, which is in the taskbar, see here. On the taskbar you will find the zoom in and zoom out button, which will help you to increase or decrease the size of your window. Okay, now see here, splitting the cells and merging the cells you must have understood. Merging means to combine. Okay, now next was splitting. Splitting means what, children? Splitting means to divide. Okay, now suppose this cell I am selecting. Okay, this cell I am selecting with the help of the shift and the arrow key. What I will do? Layout tab, click on merge group, split cells. Now it is asking number of columns and rows. Okay, suppose if you want to divide into 2 number of columns and 2 number of rows, click OK. You can see here the table is divided. Okay, now it is divided, it is not looking nice. Again, if you want to merge it, what you will do? Click on merge cells option. Now you can see the table is merged, that is, it is combined into one cell. So this is merging and splitting of cells. Splitting means to divide and merge means to combine. Okay, now let us come to our table. Children, you can see here this 4-headed arrow, it is used to move your entire table. We had to study about the movement of a table on the screen. So this way we can move the table. Let me increase the font size for you. I'm selecting this and I will increase the font size. This way. Okay. Let me zoom the window for you. This way. Now children, this 4-headed arrow is used to move the table in the entire window. Okay, on the entire window you can move the table. So this is table move handle. Now you can see here there is a double-headed arrow at the corner of the table. This is used for resizing the table. 4-headed arrow is used for movement of the table and double-headed arrow is used for resizing the table. See here, you can reduce the size of the table, you can increase the size of the table. Okay, so this is about moving and resizing of the table. Okay, next was children changing the column width. You can see here double-headed arrow. You have to simply place your cursor on the line from where you want to increase the size of the column. See here, this is the change of column width. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is about the change of the column width. Next was children, we had to study about the border and shading. With the 4-headed arrow, select the entire table. Okay, now from the design tab, go to the design tab. Here in the design tab you will get borders option in the table styles option. Click on this. You will get a drop down menu of this type. At the bottom of the drop down menu, here it is written border and shading. Click on all option, and after clicking on this you can select the color of your own choice, whatever the color you want. Okay, and the width, that is what should be the line with which you will draw the table. Suppose 3 point, I'm selecting and click on OK. So this way you can see the table is created. Okay, now suppose if you want to apply table styles. Okay, our last topic was table styles. So again select your table first. After selecting the tables, you will get the table styles option in the design tab itself. Then click on the design tab. See here, This way your table is created. So children, this was about the table size, table style, then border and shading. So children, today we studied about merging the cells, splitting the cells, then changing the column width, then how to apply border and shading, then how to apply table styles to our table. Then we also recapitulated some topics from our previous class. So this was all children for today. I hope you all must have understood. Practice this on your laptops and computers, and see you all in the next video children.